Hello, my name is Stephen Keogh. I'm part of a community based in Kilkenny, located approximately between kind of 5-7 kilometres from the city of Kilkenny in a place called Castle Warren, Frainie's Town, John's Well, Clara area, stretching up to Old Lanes Bridge, O'Loughlin, and up by the Butts. So I'll show you a little bit more of the areas. So this group was formed, the Save Our Hills group was formed to oppose to the industrialisation of our area. And I'm going to start very quickly with first of all this photograph here. And I might just show it like this. Is the obviously the full picture here, and you can see here like this just totally and utterly decimates kind of the area here. And I show this picture to some people, including politicians, and they kind of go, that could never happen here, never get to that intense. Well, what I'm about to show you is actually what's being proposed in our area here now. If I go to Save Our Hills, anybody can do this, by the way, you can go to saveourhills.ie, and you'll find a little bit about us there as well and what's been proposed, and we'll talk about the size of them now in a minute. But if I go to location here, and in the location here, there's a map here, and to view that in Google Maps or whatever, just click on this button here, right, and that'll drive you into the full map, so you get a full kind of view of the whole area. So, as I said, this is Kilkenny City here. This is the area, the main area where I'm mainly affected, although there are others up here I'll show you here in a minute. But this, I might start here with this wind farm here. This here is what they call the Frainie's Town wind farm. And the Frainie's Town wind farm, if you click on any of these things, it'll give you a bit of information. It's waiting an application and community engagement, right? So we know they've been working on this wind farm for about 4 to 5 years, doing bird surveys, all the various different things that they have to do to create an environmental assessment around this here. So that's one wind farm. To give you an idea of the location here, so if I was to zoom in here a little bit, so you could imagine this is a valley here, going down, following down a stream. This is a small stream, turns into a river down as you get further down into Frainie's Town and down. Over here to the right is Castle Warren. Over here to the left is John's Well. There's basically a hill, Ossory Hill coming across here, and then you've Castle Warren over this side. And to give an idea here, my house is located roughly up around here, and there's approximately 80 to 90 meter drop in the valley. In fact, actually, a home that's located here has an 80 meter drop here, and there's about a 90 meter drop on this side. So literally, it's like a full-blown valley down here, and they plan to basically put all of these turbines at the base of this valley here. If I was to show you, actually, if I was... Okay, so you can see here, if I was to go from the top of the valley right the way down, you can see here, it's approximately, there's about the base of the valley there, comes up a little bit again, but it's dropping essentially from 270, 280 or so meters right the way down to, if you go to this turbine here, 140. If you go down 120, 130 there at the base there of the valley. So literally the people at the top of the mountain will be looking down on these things. Although these things do stretch 185 meters into the air, so they, we will be looking at the nozzle of them, so, or the nasal as they call it. So if I was to So it's literally come down, and then around all these blue dots here, by the way, are all basically family homes that are going to be scattered all around. Some of these homes will be as close as 750 meters. If I took just one as an example here, I don't get the measurement tape here, but let's have I can just measure, let's say, from this turbine here up to here. You can see here that's about 800 meters or so. I think actually there'll be probably 7 something realistically. You might look at this house here, for example, it's 590 meters away, but it's our understanding that they're going to make this house unoccupied and pay the rent to keep it unoccupied. The same with this house here, and believe it or not, the same with this house down here as well, we believe. So, and if you look at it here, there's about 300 odd houses, 370 odd houses within a kind of 2.5 kilometer radius of these turbines. So that's one wind farm, and then you go up here. I'll go right up to the very top here. So this is about maybe 8-9 kilometers away from my home, which is located here. This is Gertel Wind Farm. It's currently in operation. It's been in operation for about 15 years or so, 15-20 years maybe. This is Bilbo Wind Farm. This wind farm was granted permission in 2015 but has never been built. And these are for turbines roughly about 110, 120 meters high, so they're actually quite small. These are also about 120 meters high or so. That's to the tip height. And then if you scroll down, then we have what we call Seskin Wind Farm. So Seskin Wind Farm went in for application earlier this year. We put in some quite hefty submissions into that, and Carlow County Council refused it. But now it's been appealed to Ombord Planola. So Ombord Planola the applicant is taking an appeal to Ombord Planola, so we're in the middle of doing submissions against the Ombord Planola part of it. And then you go down here, we're still working on filling in all the houses around these ones. Some of the houses are here, and these are going to be affected by, this is another wind farm here called White Hills. So this is the White Hills wind farm, and this wind farm is under judicial review on various different bases, including consent. So we can talk about that again anyway, but so that'll come up in December. I think it's December time. That's due, December time. So you can see here. And the interesting thing about this up here is these are very significant water wells here. These wells supply what's known as the Castlewarren Group Water Scheme, which basically supplies all the houses down here with water, including the farms and including a piggery which is located down around Franiestown here, a world famous piggery, by the way. Gets most of its water from these wells up here. So you could imagine if they were to be affected at all, the contamination, the effect that would have on this area here would be massive. And to also say the geography of this here as well, if you look at this, if you took a cross section of this, again, you're up high here, you're down low here, you're up higher here. Now it's not as big a dip as it is over here, but it's very much, it's almost this whole area here is almost like a saucepan, or a wok, which is why the water retains very well up here. So, and then as we go down, so we have the Franiestown, as I said, and then over here there's a solar farm. Okay, and then that solar farm is currently for further information, which has been received to Kilkenny County Council. So we have to get submissions in there by the 28th, I think it is. And then you have, this is the Brownstown solar farm, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, Peter Sweetman objected to Ombord Planola, appealed it to Ombord Planola, and Ombord Planola have basically ruled against them on that, and it's been accepted actually recently. So when you start to look at that, and so, by the way, and they're the ones that we know about. We do believe we've pretty good information that they're looking at more wind farms up around Ballyoscule here. We know definitely of one, but possibly we've heard of three more up around here. Um, we know, for example, over in Kilmanagh, which is another section over here, they're looking at another wind farm. In fact, I think I have my maps here. If I was to go to, there we go, Kilkenny wind farms here. I have a few more of them in here. So this is the Castlebanny one. This is the Kilmanagh one here. These are existing turbines and Tullaroan and stuff. Over here, we know they have proposal around Thomastown for wind. Oh no, sorry, this is the Fraineystown one. Yeah, we know, where is it? Yeah, there it is. There, sorry, there's around Thomastown. We know there's a wind farm being proposed over here, and then down here is the Castlebanny one, right? Okay, and as I said, these are the ones we kind of know about in Kilkenny. We're hearing rumours of a few more as well, but we just don't have locations exactly as of yet. So when you look at that, now people start to go, okay, I see what you mean here with this picture. They are completely changing the countryside and what its purpose is for. So, and it's not just a small bit of countryside, it is a massive area that they propose to do this with. So that gives you an idea of the area. You probably know yourselves, to give you an idea of the size of these things. Again, you can go back to the Save Our Hills website, have a look here, go down. This is a graphic that we did some time ago that kind of outlines. So you've got, it's 185 meter high turbines. Okay. It has a sweep area of roughly about 4.6 acres. So the sweep area here, this area here is 4.6 acres. Okay. It's the equivalent of putting, each blade is the equivalent length of a jumbo jet. Okay. These are the biggest turbines that you'll ever see on land. If these come in. To give you an idea, again, these are some kind of local land spots, but which you may or may not know. That's Clara Castle there. It's 20 meters. That's the size of it. And look at how far this is going up and above that. It's just huge. The nasal piece here in the engine room, or the nasal piece here, is the size of Johnswell Hall. Johnswell School or Castlewarren Hall. Right? So the primary school is the same size as this up here. These are ginormous machines. Okay. That gives you an idea of the area. I hope I've covered. I'm not going to go through the effects and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff, but it gives you an idea of the area and the location and what we're up against here. Okay, thank you.